It's 2 a.m. Your room is completely silent. You are physically exhausted. Your muscles are heavy. Your eyes are burning. But your brain? Your brain has decided it's time to host a late-night talk show. Suddenly, you are replaying an embarrassing conversation from 3 years ago. Or you're stressing over a tiny typo in an email you sent 12 hours ago. You toss and turn, feeling like your mind is broken, like there was a glitch in your system.
But what if I told you that your brain isn't glitching at all? In fact, for 99.9% of human history, that exact overthinking is the only reason you are alive to watch this video. Let's travel back 300,000 years.
When the sun went down for your ancient ancestors, the world didn't just get dark, it became incredibly dangerous. There were no locked doors, no police, no street lights. There was just the pitch black night and things in that night that wanted to eat you.
During the day, your ancestors were distracted. They were hunting, gathering, and surviving. But at night, when they finally lay down on the cold ground, the brain had to switch jobs. It had to become a radar. It had to scan for threats.
Think about it. If a caveman heard a twig snap in the dark and thought, oh, it's probably just the wind, he got eaten. His relaxed, stress-free genes were wiped from the evolutionary pool. But the caveman who overthought that snapping twig, the one who imagined the absolute worst-case scenario and stayed awake, terrified, and ready to fight, he survived. He lived to see the morning. He passed on his genes. He is your great-great-great-grandfather, and you inherited his paranoid, overthinking brain. Neuroscientists actually have a name for this. They call it the default mode network. When you stop doing active tasks, like when you finally lie down in bed, your brain automatically switches into this network. Its primary job is to wander, to simulate past mistakes and predict future threats so you don't die tomorrow.
But there is another psychological trap keeping you awake. Have you ever noticed that you only overthink the things you haven't finished? The email you didn't send, the argument you didn't resolve, the task you left for tomorrow.
In the 1920s, a Russian psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik made a fascinating discovery while sitting in a restaurant. She noticed that waiters could remember incredibly complex, unpaid orders perfectly. But the second the customer paid the bill, the waiter instantly forgot what they had ordered.
This became known as the Zeigarnik Effect. Human brains are hardwired to remember incomplete tasks. Once a task is finished, the brain deletes it from your short-term memory to save energy. But if it's unfinished, it stays active. It loops in your mind, demanding your attention. Combine the Zeigarnik Effect with your caveman default mode network, and you get the perfect recipe for a 2 a.m. crisis.
The problem is, you don't live in a cave anymore. You live in a modern apartment. You are safe. But your 300,000-year-old brain doesn't know that. It still needs a predator to fight. It still needs a threat to simulate. So, because there are no saber-toothed tigers around, your brain invents them. That awkward thing you said at a party? That's your brain protecting you from being exiled by your tribe. Because 300,000 years ago, being awkward meant being left behind. And being left behind meant death. Stressing over tomorrow's meeting, that's your brain preparing for a life or death battle. To your primitive mind, your boss is the tiger. Your unfinished presentation is the snapping twig in the dark. Your modern anxieties are simply ancient survival instincts that are desperately looking for a job. So tonight, when you find yourself staring at the ceiling in the dark, don't get angry at your mind. Don't fight the thoughts. Understand that you are not broken. You are functioning exactly as evolution designed you. Just take a deep breath, smile, and tell your brain, thank you for looking out for me. But there are no tigers here anymore.